to the FCS Football Channel, and we are back for the watch-alongs for Manchester United. We are back after pre-season. Obviously, we did one pre-season watch-along. I was away for the rest of them. But we are back now. And Manchester United are playing Wolves on the final day of the Premier League, of the opening weekend of the Premier League. Monday Night Football is back. And so are Manchester United. Lineups for the team today. So for Manchester United, it is thus. Andre Onana starts in goal for Manchester United. It's a debut for the Cameroon international, I want to say. I'm pretty sure he's from Cameroon. He is from Cameroon. In defence, it's the defence that we saw come the back end of last season. So that's Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez and Luke Shaw. Casemiro and Mason Mount start in that midfield double pivot, with Bruno Fernandes starting at number 10. Antony will start off the right. Alejandro Garnacho off the left. And Marcus Rashford leads the line for Manchester United. On the bench, we've got some talent. So we've got Dean Henderson. He is the backup goalkeeper, yet to find a move away from Manchester United this summer. I'll be very surprised come the end of August if he is still here. Diego Dalot, Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof are our three defenders on the bench. Harry Maguire, again, looking like he will make a move. This transfer window looks like he's on his way to West Ham. Personal terms are the only thing currently stopping that deal going through. Victor Lindelof as well, had a great end to last season. He only makes the bench. Scott McTominay, he is alongside Christian Eriksen as our midfield options from the bench. Fred obviously has departed. He's left for Fenerbahce. There's rumours that West Ham are also interested in taking Scott McTominay for about 30 million. Manchester United are holding out for 45. Hopefully that deal can be concluded and we can see Scott McTominay leave the club. Christian Eriksen losing his place, I guess, for Mason Mount. And then the forward line and the forward players here for Manchester United is Felicio Pellistri, Jadon Sancho and Anthony Martial. Martial missed all of pre-season due to injury, missed a lot of last season due to injury, but he makes the bench today. I wouldn't expect to see much of Anthony Martial today. As I say, didn't take part in any pre-season match. I imagine if we're going to see someone come on up top, it would be Jadon Sancho, who played as a false nine throughout pre-season for us, including in our win against Arsenal. When it comes to Wolves, this is the team we are seeing. So in goal, it's Jose Sarr. It's a defence of Nelson Semedo, Craig Dawson, Max Kilman and Aït-Nouri. Mario Lemina, Gomez and Matheus Nunes as a midfield three, with Pedro Neto, Pablo Sarabia and Matheus Cunha leading the line for Wolves. Very, very interested to see how this game will go. Both teams start with a strong lineup, as you come to expect, as you'd expect on the opening day of the season. It'll be interesting to see how this Wolves team is actually set up. Would it be a 4-2-3-1 or would it be a 4-3-3 as I've got it down as? I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out Gomez and Lemina are playing as a 2 in a 4-2-3-1 with Nunes slightly more advanced. But we'll just kind of have to wait and find out upon that. But as it stands, I'll stick with the 4-3-3 that I've got him down to. But I do think Lemina and Gomez will be slightly swapped. I think Lemina will be the more advanced of the two. And Gomez will kind of be that number 6. How are we, Nico? How are we doing? You going 3-0 Manchester United? I would certainly take 3-0. I also am going 3-0. Just trying to remember my prediction from yesterday. I'm Pretty sure I went 3-0. So, yeah. Please do, everybody, please do get involved in the live chat. Let me know your score predictions. And if you haven't already, please do hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. There we go. So these are the live predictions as it stands. So I've gone for 3-0, as has Nico. Like I say, please do get involved in the live chat. Let me know your predictions, and we can get them down the prediction wheel. Winner, whoever gets it right, they get a pinned comment. Can't offer much more than that, I'm afraid. It's better than nothing, I suppose. So, yeah, get involved. Get involved. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's a bit of fun. Now, for those of you who care, let's have a look at fantasy football when it decides it wants to load. Love when things go to plan. Here we go. So this is how the fantasy football is getting along. 47 points. I mean, Rams had a bit of a shocker for me. Can't believe they conceded. Then defence, obviously we've got Luke Shaw, Bruno Fernandes and Alejandro Garnacho playing today. So, big points available for me still. Hopefully a clean sheet for Luke Shaw. Garnacho and Bruno Fernandes will technically get a clean sheet point as well. So hopefully those we keep a clean sheet, and hopefully these two get on the score sheet today. Nathan Ake on the bench. He's going to come on because Jack Grealish didn't feature against Burnley. So that's another 7 points to go along with my 47. So that's 54 points already. Luke Shaw, Bruno Fernandes and Garnacho, when they have stormers today, all three of them getting goals and all of them assisting each other, we're going to be in a great position. So let's be having you, I guess. Let's be having you. But when we're looking at Manchester United today, from a more serious standpoint, what are people's expectations for the game? Because I've only got one expectation, and that's a Manchester United win. Now, I obviously we did the preview yesterday. If you didn't see it, it was well worth the watch. I spoke about Gary O'Neill, obviously the Wolves manager, formerly of Bournemouth last season. And I spoke about how I do not rate Bournemouth. How I did not rate Bournemouth last year. And I don't rate Gary O'Neill. He did a fantastic job, don't get me wrong, at keeping Bournemouth up. However, it was a miracle. It was a miracle. It's not if he got given that job to do again, he wouldn't keep him up. They were statistically the worst team in the division last season, and I don't imagine Wolves will be great this year. I have them, even but when they had Julian Lopetegui, I had them down as one of the worst teams in division. I don't see a real goal scorer in that team. So even with a top manager in Julian Lopetegui, I had them struggling. With Gary O'Neill, I give them very little hope. For me, Wolves will probably go down in 17th. Which means there's no two ways about it. Manchester United needs to beat them. Because we can't be losing against a team that gets relegated, especially first game of the season. It's an opportunity for these players to stake their claim. Because, look, this is the team, apart from for Wan-Bissaka, I think this is the team everyone expected Manchester United to field today. But Garnacho, Wan-Bissaka, they've got points to prove today. So they're going to stay in the starting lineup because when Højlund's fit, when Martial's fully fit, you could argue that Marcus Rashford will be moved back out to the left. And with Wan-Bissaka, he's got Diogo Dalot breathing on the back of his neck for that first team spot. So We've got players here who need to make a good first impression, need to have a good opening day. You've got players like Mason Mount, who have Christian Eriksen there, who played last season in that role. Didn't really do anything wrong to lose his spot. And if Mason Mount doesn't perform, Eriksen will be saying, right, get me in that first team again. So there's plenty of competition there for places. So not only do we need a win to set ourselves up for the season, to say, look, Manchester City, Brighton, Newcastle, Arsenal, all those teams in the top 4, don't get comfortable. We're coming for you. But these players also need to set a landmark, to set a marker and say, look, this is how good I am. If you want to break into the team, you're going to have to be better than this. So, big afternoon for these players. And like I say, we're against a subpar Wolves team, in my opinion. Look, they could surprise us. They could surprise me. And if they do, I'll eat my hat. But I don't see Wolves putting up any trees, to be honest. I really don't. That starting 11 for them, if I quickly get it up, there is quality there. I like Max Kilman. I like Matheus Nunes. But that aside, you're looking, Pedro Neto's good. Pablo Sarabia past his best. Matheus Cunha, it didn't really work out for him at Atletico Madrid, did it? I don't think he didn't pull up any trees last season for Wolves when he joined. For me, he's probably more of a winger than an out-and-out striker. So I don't look at that Wolves team, at least, and think, right, he worries me. I look at other teams in the division and I think, wow, this player will cause problems. And I don't see that massively. I like Pedro Neto. He is a risk. But up against Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I don't fear him. Whereas, like I say, if I look at pardon me, I look at Liverpool. Obviously, they've got the Salahs, the Diazes, the Nuneses, Cody Gakpo. Look at Spurs, Heung-min Son, Kulusevski, Richarlison, Palace, Eze, Elise. I like Edouard. Brighton. I mean, they've just got an incredible system. They've got Matoma, they've got Ferguson. Fulham, Mitrovic is always a danger. Adama Traore, who they've just signed, his output might not always been great, and his final product, but he will cause problems because of his strength, because of his physicality, and because of that raw pace. He will always cause problems for teams. Even a team like Everton, Danjuma, I like. I think Calvert-Lewin, while he's not been at his best, and he's always constantly injured at the moment, when he is playing, I think he's good. I like Onana. They've got the other teams have got players I look at and think he can cause problems. And I look at this Wolves team and I don't really see that. Defensively, I think Aït-Nouri and Semedo can be a bit liabilities defensively. Lemina, he's good. Is he spectacular? No. I think there's a lot of teams a lot of Premier League teams have got better midfielders than him. We got some quotes. So Sir Alex Ferguson has said something about Erik ten Hag. I'm going to quickly mute my mic, listen to it, and I'll relay what's been said. Sir Alex Ferguson said he's been very impressed from what he's seen from Erik ten Hag so far. He's sorted out the spine. He's got experience in there. He's got some good defenders in Varane and Martinez. He's got experience in Mason Mount, in Eriksen, in Casemiro. And if we can get the centre forward in Højlund fit, ready, quickly, then we've got everything we need to be challenging at the very top. He was saying that the problem for Manchester United in the last few years has been that centre forward, whether that's been Anthony Martial, keeping Edinson Cavani fit. Obviously, we had Cristiano Ronaldo last season and the season before that. But our problem has always been having that centre forward long term that we can that is built for our system and that will be there long term. And we look like we have that in Højlund if he can get fit and up to pace quickly. So Sir Alex Ferguson is happy and is pleased with what he's seeing from Erik ten Hag, which is absolutely fantastic to see. Now we got quotes from Erik ten Hag himself. If I quickly get those up. Be nice to find them. Here we go. So we got some. We've got quite a lot. So Andre Onana said, "We have a lot of qualities. We have good players. We are very good in transition, and it's important for us to keep the ball. I'm very calm and confident. I know if we do the right things, everything will be all right." Let me get them up actually on screen. I'm reading Onana to score at least 4-0 for me. I wish I had your type of confidence. But I can say pretty safely he won't score. So, here we go. They all load. Here we go. Ten Hag on scoring goals tonight. We've laid a foundation and now we have to raise the bar. Good is not good enough, and with Mason Mount, Mason Mount is a player that can help us with those goals. Erik ten Hag on Onana. I think he can play more styles of football. He's good with a high line and also in a low block. Saying we can play whatever kind of we throw at Onana, he can deal with it. Last season, he improved a lot. He has huge potential. He is a threat one-on-one. He is the end product. He can do it from the bench, and I think he deserves the chance to do it from the first team. That's Erik ten Hag on Alejandro Garnacho. We've laid the foundations, but now have to raise the bar, be better and improve the way of playing. We also need to strengthen the squad. Erik ten Hag on what he wants to see from Antony. More end product, more key actions, play more smart. For his first season, it was okay. A good foundation. He has to invest in himself in the gym, working off the field, and I'm sure he will get that end product. Ten Hag on both signings of Andre Onana and Mason Mount. It's a big night for everyone. They are excited and I'm sure they can contribute to our performance and help us do even better than last season. That's it. The players are walking out. Bruno Fernandes obviously leads the line for Manchester United today. He's officially the first team captain after, of course, Harry Maguire lost captaincy over the summer. Now, if you guys are ready for the start of Manchester United's Premier League campaign, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated as we are minutes away from kickoff. Lineups for both sides today. So for Manchester United and Erik ten Hag's team, it is Andre Onana in goal. Wan-Bissaka, Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez and Luke Shaw make up the back four. It's the same back four we saw most of last season. Mason Mount and Casemiro starting a midfield double pivot with Bruno Fernandes just in front. As a front three of Alejandro Garnacho off the left, Antony off of the right, and it's Marcus Rashford leading the line for the Red Devils. For Gary O'Neill's Wolves side, it is Jose Sa in goal. It's a back four of Nelson Semedo, Craig Dawson, Max Kilman and Ryan Aït-Nouri. It's a midfield three of João Gomez, Mario Lemina and Matheus Nunes, with a front three of Pablo Sarabia on the right, Pedro Neto on the left and Matheus Cunha leading the line for Wolves. Now Sky has it as Pedro Neto playing off the right, Sarabia off the left. I think it will be the other way around. We'll change it should we need to. But there he is, Alejandro Garnacho, wearing the number 49 for Manchester United this season. Same as last year. When it comes to goal involvement shots and successful dribbles per 90 last year, there was no one better in that Manchester United team than Alejandro Garnacho. Of course, it helps that he's coming on as a substitute against tiring defences, but it shows the quality that Alejandro Garnacho has and brings to this Manchester United team, and why I'm so excited to have him starting today. Kilman, captain for Wolves. He was given captaincy last season. Bruno Fernandes as well, obviously captain for this year as well. Both teams got new captains. Only one of them can come on top today. Matheus Nunes scored twice in 17 appearances last season for Wolves after joining in January. That's the lack of output I was talking about. And why, if I was a Wolves fan, I would be concerned coming into this season. But who knows what will happen. We'll find out in a mo. It's Manchester United versus Wolves here in the Premier League, and we are about to get underway. If you are enjoying this and you are ready for the Premier League to get underway, please do hit that like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. Get that ticket in the top hand corner moving up. And we are away. And please do share the stream as well as we do get underway here. And straight away you can see Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes playing more advanced with Casemiro at number 6. As we kind of come to expect, that we're going to see a team similar to how Arsenal played against Wolves, where you have kind of a back three. You're going to have Casemiro on his own almost, and you're going to have one of your fullbacks, so whether that's Wan-Bissaka or Luke Shaw, he'll either invert or provide width as a winger. It's a new dawn here at Manchester United, really. And there is Andre Onana. Won 3 Eredivisie with Ajax under Erik ten Hag. He's gonna transform the way Manchester United play football. His quality and ability on the ball is just fantastic, as Luke Shaw makes a good tackle. And Mason Mount goes out to Lisandro Martinez. Not a great start from Manchester United in the opening minute, but looks like we're calm on the ball. Mason Mount has it now. We'll look to drive past Mario Lemina. He finds Bruno Fernandes. Drops it off to Alejandro Garnacho. Right, we just need to be calm for now. There's no need to rush anything just yet. As Martinez will look to bring it forward into Garnacho. You can see there Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka inverted into midfield to a 2-3, more of a 2-3-1. But here you can see again that 3 at the back, Luke Shaw coming inside. That's how Manchester United will look to play this season. And Garnacho, not the greatest of first touches, but we get away with it. Manchester United lose the ball. But like I say, how we're looking to play is now. It obviously we're building on what we did last season. However, it's not the same because we couldn't play as expansive. We couldn't play so high at the field because David De Gea would just limit you like that. Because of his kind of inability to play from the back, to sweep, to be a proactive goalkeeper, it limits how high you can play at the field and how you can deal with opposition pressing you. With Andre Onana, we don't have that problem. And you can see Manchester United now looking to just play their way out. You can actually see in build-up, what we're doing is it's actually a back three with both fullbacks in Varane, in Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw dropping in as a free, with Lisandro Martinez joining Casemiro in as a 2. And that allows Andre Onana to instantly pick the ball out to Lisandro Martinez, who is so good with the ball in between those lines, picking out players who are making those advanced runs, or so we can play to Luke Shaw to win the defenders. It's in a similar way to in which we see Man City play, with John Stones stepping into that midfield role. We're going to see from Lisandro Martinez and Manchester United. And we know Lisandro Martinez can play there because when we signed him, there was a lot of talk. Will Martinez be played as a 6 before we signed Casemiro? Obviously, he didn't. We used him as just a centre-back, which I'm certainly not surprised by because of how good he is in that role. But now we're going to be able to see Lisandro Martinez, not just his defensive excellence as a centre-back, but the qualities that he has in being able to move into midfield. We're going to see those as well. Why is that not working? I don't know why. There we go. The game has just turned off. My Xbox has just stopped. I think I fixed it. There we go. Sorry about that. Luke Shaw will take the throw in for United. Looks for Mason Mount. Can't win the flick on. And here's Matheus Nunes. Will bring it forward for Wolves. Goes back into Mario Lemina. And if we can see first, I'm going to flip out. I'm going to flip. But if you guys are enjoying, please hit that like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. And again, please get involved in the live chat. Let me know what you make of the game. Let me know your predictions. I want to hear it all. As Wolves go long from Jose Sarr. Casemiro wins it. And Bruno Fernandes can't quite get it under control. And here's Matheus Nunes. Good interception. And Garnacho wins it. He's gone down. This doesn't look good for Garnacho. I don't know if he was caught or he's injured himself sliding for that ball. Hopefully, in the nicest way, he gets caught because... Yeah, no, Garnacho... Sarabia just kicks him. Good. I was going to say, if he hasn't been caught and it's just like he's dug his leg into the turf, that could be a serious injury. As Mason Mount can't quite get it under control. Is that a corner for United? United took the free kick quickly. Casemiro found a lovely ball into Mason Mount. And Nelson Semedo, it was that cleared it out for a corner for United. And it looks like it'll be Mason Mount that will take it. Bruno Fernandes has gone over as well. Taking it short into Bruno Fernandes. Looks to chip it in. Blocked out for a corner last season from set pieces. We scored 6 set pieces, 4 corners. We were the worst team in terms of scoring from corners and scoring from set pieces. And the second worst from converting corners. We've always had problems with set pieces. I remember back in the day under Ollie, we were the worst. Mason Mount would deliver the corner. Jose Sarr gets a punch to it, clear it away. Bruno Fernandes on the edge. Referee's given No, offside. You can't be offside from a corner. So who's he giving offside to? Oh no, it's gone out. The corner went out for a goal kick. What are we saying? That is embarrassing. Look, I was saying in the Chelsea Liverpool watch along we did that corners aren't as easy as people make out because of how specific you have to be to try and hit a zone, and that's why so many don't beat the first man. But actually having a corner that just goes out for a goal kick, that is embarrassing. Jose Sa into Max Kilman. It was a long ball from Andre Onana that lost United the possession. Antony with a good tackle. Here he is, Antony. Finds Mason Mount. The Garnacho. Feel like he could have slotted through Bruno Fernandes there. I think that's a bit more urgency there for me from Antony. A bit more decisiveness. Looking to make that a bit more penetrative pass. That I think he almost, I don't know, he could have slotted through Bruno Fernandes. Didn't. Kind of went safe. When I would have liked to even have a shot from the position he was in, I wouldn't have minded a shot. There's Gary O'Neill. Obviously, like I said, led Bournemouth to 15th. However, they were still statistically the worst side in the league. And I think you look at Bournemouth this season, in that opening game against West Ham, they looked a better side. Obviously, they have made signings, which obviously will help. But generally, I just don't rate Gary O'Neill as a coach. You know, sometimes miracles happen in coaching. And I think that's what kind of happened last year with Bournemouth with that 15th place spot. As Dawson has it. Nice ball into Semedo. Nice ball into Sarabia, who finds Pedro Neto. Looks for the cutback. Just taken off the heel of Sarabia by Casemiro. And here comes United now with Alejandro Garnacho. Matthias Cunha and Pedro Neto getting back well to stop the Argentinian. And they do well. And Lamina now has it and will bring it forward to Aït-Nouri. Wolves are playing some good stuff here. The goal kick, well played, well defended there by Rafa Varane up against Nunez. Maybe a bit fortunate to win the goal kick, but well defended nonetheless. And again, you can see Lisandro Martinez moving into that number 6 role alongside Casemiro in build-up as Andre Onana finds a lovely ball to Mason Mount, who just sits there waiting for it as opposed to going for it. But Casemiro's finds Antony. And here comes Manchester United. Looks to play Marcus Rashford. Jose Sa's out of his box. But Rashford can only find the hands of Jose Sa. Good chance there for United. But no goal. Good goalkeeping from Jose Sa. It is match day, Ahmed. It is match day. Do we have a prediction from you, my friend? What a start. What a start. Again, Antony. I think he makes the right choice. More decisive there from Antony, which is good. I don't know if it was the right pass, though. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from United. Brian, lad. That's not what I want to see. That's not what I want to see, lad. Bruno Fernandes looks for the long ball. Casemiro flicks it looking for Antony. Well defended by Wolves. It looks like it's going to be another corner for United. Brian, are you a Wolves fan? Oh, that's heartbreaking. So, I mean, I'm interested to hear, what do you make of Wolves' chances this season? The appointment of Gary O'Neill, I'd be quite interested because, I mean, as you said, I don't rate Gary O'Neill. I've made that quite clear. So I'm interested to know how you feel about him. Maguire is in the squad. Yes, he's on the bench. As Casemiro has it. Goes out wide to Alejandro Garnacho. He takes it down well. Just about keeps it on, does he? No. Might have even been handball. Erik ten Hag taking down notes. Wonder what he has made of the game so far. Wolves looking to try and play their way up from the back. Ain't Nori. Wan-Bissaka does well against Matheus Cunha and moves it into Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes to Antony. Looks to take on Ain't Nori. Clear foul by the... Is he French? I'll say he's French. French Algerian. I think he's Algerian then. So these are the stats of the game so far. If I make it right size. As Antony looks to get the crossing blocked by Nori. Wan-Bissaka. For Antony. Give it back to Wan-Bissaka. Rashford offer himself, but Wan-Bissaka goes back to Lisandro Martins on the halfway line. So yeah, these are the stats. It's been a fairly close game so far. As the opening 15 minutes go, nothing to really split the two sides. So you've got, as a Wolves, if you're a Wolves fan, I think you'll be quite encouraged by what you've seen so far. As Andre Onana has it into Casemiro, goes back into Onana. You know, I just taking it slow. We're not going to rush anything here. We're just going to, if something opens up, it opens up. But there's no need to force something that isn't open at the moment, especially so early on in the game. Onana just walking it out into Mount, back to Onana. The thing is, I'm giggling there, but more in excitement than anything. Because how often have we had, whenever De Gea's got the ball, are we shitting ourselves thinking, what is he going to do with it? But I'm quite calm. I'm like, whatever he does, it's going to be fine. Because he knows what he's doing. Casemiro loses possession to Nunes there. Why is Bruno playing deep in build-up? I mean, I haven't massive. Obviously, Bruno. Obviously, your midfielders are always going to drop deep at times. You see, Kevin De Bruyne will drop deep at times, but generally, I haven't noticed too much him dropping that deep. To be honest, I'll keep an eye on it. I haven't noticed it that much. But if he is, I imagine a lot of it will be over the years. You know, how often, especially when it was with Fred and Casemiro, as Lisandro Martins just completely takes out Matheus Nunes there, and will go into the book with a yellow card straight away. How often, when it was Fred and Casemiro, was Bruno Fernandes having to drop deep to kind of pick up the ball and be that kind of deep line playmaker and creator, because Fred and Casemiro that's just not their game. So in a way, it's kind of will be in a sense of force of habit. Like, he's so used to doing it, he just naturally is doing it. But like I say, I haven't noticed it too much so far. So it's definitely something I'll try and keep an eye on. But like I say, Lisandro Martinez does go into the book for that foul on Matheus Nunes. Just went sliding in, completely misses the ball. It's a yellow card every day of the week. And it's a chance now for Wolves to load the box. Max Kilman, Craig Dawson, two good players in the air. Dawson scored a lot of goals from set pieces over his time at West Ham, West Brom. The ball comes in, flicked on at the front post. Doesn't get anywhere. Onana says, leave it, it's all mine. And he just rolls it out to Luke Shaw. 3-1 for United. Mount will score. I love that. I would love a Mount goal today. Assad, do you have a prediction for us? Again, if you guys are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are doing, you haven't already. Get that ticket in the top corner going up like we've just seen. Wow, that is some time in that. Big up to yourselves. Big up to yourselves. Gaming DLS 2-1 to United or to Wolves. Look, I'll take a 1-0 United win. United win in any form, I'll take. I'm guessing I'm going 2-1 United from gaming. If it's not, well, I don't want to hear the negativity. Varane has it. We'll look to bring it forward for United. Goes up wide to Anthony, who takes it down well. Oh, Liverpool fans back. Come on then, XDC. 7-0 Wolves. Oh, I respect it. I respect it. I respect the hustle. How come you didn't watch the we watched the Liverpool game yesterday. You didn't tune in, lad. I needed your opinions. What did you make of the Liverpool game yesterday? Because look, obviously, banter aside, I thought Chelsea should have won the game. And if either side were going to win it, it would have been Chelsea. So I thought they were the better team. That being said, if I was a Liverpool fan, I would be very encouraged by what I saw still. Because that midfield we saw yesterday, that is makeshift. Like, you clearly need a number 6. McAllister isn't a number 6. You need a Moises Caicedo or Romeo Lavia. Or Lavia. However you pronounce it. Obviously, Moises Caicedo has now joined Chelsea. So you're not going to get him. I mean, it looks like you're going to be close to £60 million for Lavia. And given that 5 days ago you could have got him for 50 and you're refusing to pay that, isn't great. However, you put him in that midfield instead of Cody Gakpo, and you have a midfield of Dominic Szoboszlai, however you pronounce that, McAllister and Lavia. I think that's a good midfield. And you have that alongside the other good fundamentals that we saw defensively. I think you were pretty solid. That front line with Mohamed Salah and Diaz and whoever that central striker is, whether that's Jota, Nunes, Gakpo, I think is strong. So while obviously, like I said, I thought Chelsea should have won the game. If I'm a Liverpool fan watching that, knowing what I've just said, I would still be quite encouraged. I haven't got your notifications on. I can only shake my head in disapproval. I can only shake my head in disapproval. Make sure you stick them on then, lad. Make sure you stick them on. Onana goes out to Wan-Bissaka here. I'm surprised Wan-Bissaka did start today, I have to say. We get a nice ball through to Bruno Fernandes, who turns Gomez well. Moves it out to Alejandro Garnacho. And here comes Manchester United. Garnacho, edge of the box. Luke Shaw found lovely with a lovely back heel. Shaw, back to Garnacho. Have a shot, lad. Luke Shaw. Come on, lad. Give it to Bruno. Give it to Bruno. There we go. Right, out to Wan-Bissaka. He's found Wan-Bissaka, who looks for the pullback for Anthony. Matheus Nunes does well. Gets there in front of him. And now Wolves look to try and play it out from the back. Nunes wins a foul from Wan-Bissaka. But yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm surprised Wan-Bissaka starts today. Obviously, I know at the end of last season, Wan-Bissaka was preferred. But Diego Dalot is the more technical of the two. So I'm surprised that in a first game of the season where you're looking to say, look, we're looking to play it our way, we're looking to, and this is the blueprint. I'm surprised that it's Wan-Bissaka over Dalot. Especially given as well in pre-season, it was Diego Dalot, not Wan-Bissaka. Maybe there's something more to it, which we don't know about. But like I said, I am surprised. As Lisandro Martinez will look to bring it forward for United. This lad is more concerned about United than Liverpool. I mean, he's looking at the teams that are going to be qualifying for the Champions League and those who might have to settle for Europa League again. As Bruno Fernandes brings it forward, looks to slot in Garnacho, not the greatest of balls, and he's cut out by Wolves. It looked like Bruno Fernandes went to feet as opposed to in the space. It's a poor ball really from Bruno Fernandes, and Wolves get away with one there for me. Wolves clearing their lines. United will pick it up with Rafael Varane. I mean, what is everyone's top four for this season? Because I haven't quite settled on my four. I think the top three will stay how it was. Whether or not it's in the same order or not, I can't tell you. But I think United, Man City and Arsenal will be the top three. Who takes that fourth spot out of Newcastle, Liverpool, and I'd even throw in Chelsea now based on their game against Liverpool. I'm not sure. As Matheus Cunha brings it forward for Wolves, a great opportunity here if he can make the right pass. He finds Sarabia, who shoots. He takes a deflection off of Varane, and it's out for a corner for Wolves. Lucky escape, to say the very least there, Ahmed. United are just so open. Casemiro couldn't make the challenge. Martinez commits himself already on a booking, so he couldn't take up Cunha. Kind of had to just let him pass. He makes the right pass. I think Onana probably saves it if it's not for the deflection from Casemiro, from Varane. But it's really good forward play from Cunha. It's really good counter-attacking from Wolves. And it is now going to be a corner for Wolves. 26.5 minutes played. United 0, Wolves 0. As the ball comes in, it's won by one of the two centre-halves. We've finally dealt with it. Anthony gives it into Alejandro Garnacho, who looks to run at Semedo. But Semedo's equal and wins it. And here is Wolves to Sarabia. Back to Nunes, who you can see is by far and away their best player, the most important player in this team. He's who this game is running through for them. And Mario Lemina takes one for the team as he completely takes out Garnacho, who's about to start the counter-attack. He goes into the book. So it's a booking apiece here at Old Trafford. Lemina goes in, as did Martinez, that's his name, was dominating us physically. That's how Wolves will play. Because technically they're not as good as us. So to combat that, they're gonna be rough and tough. Wan-Bissaka does well, finds Bruno Fernandes, who goes back into Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's looking into the box, not seeing many options. Gomez is getting back well. Wan-Bissaka needs a bit of support. He's 2v1 here. He's not going to get it. And it's a rush clearance. Mason Mount has it. Finds Bruno Fernandes, who looks to dummy it, but ain't Nori's back there to deal with it. You're right, Pleb. How are we doing? Do you have a prediction for the game, lad? We're about half an hour in. It has been a while. It has been a while. How you been? How you been holding up? Casemiro, lovely ball into Anthony. Finds Mason Mount on the edge. Getting crowded out. And he loses it. Gomez has gone down injured. He's holding his leg. He was saying, how is that not a foul? From Mason Mount. We'll see it again, I'm sure. But I don't think it's anything serious. I've been surviving. That don't sound good, lad. I mean, I've been alright. I was away for a while. Obviously throughout pre-season, I was away. I was travelling Europe. Well, that was brilliant, I have to say. And I'm back, ready for the start of the Premier League season. Timed it just right. Well, I got back. Would have been a week ago today, actually. It's actually a week ago tomorrow. So I got myself back just in time to watch Manchester United smash the opening day of the season and sit at the top of that table right there. We need Højlund ASAP to start our season well, as someone needs to be there to do hold-up play. What I would say is I don't think Manchester United have had enough control over this game to really warrant that. You think about where all our best moments have come. It's on the counter-attack. Obviously, it helped. Obviously, having someone that can hold it up would help. But we've got that in Martial. I can't say I've watched loads of Højlund, so I don't know how good his hold-up play really is. I can say I don't rate Rashford's. I've always said that. I don't think Rashford's hold-up play is good enough. But I think Martial's really good. So if it comes to it, second half, I would like to see Martial come on, and we'll get to see someone who's going to be able to. If we go long to him, he can bring it down on his chest or whatever, hold it up, and bring other people into play. Exactly, Jack. Exactly. He can't. Whereas someone like Martial can. It's just a shame the bloke's never fucking fit, is he? He's just never fit. In response to, are we supposed to play like this? I think we're seeing bits of how we are supposed to play. You look at goal kicks, like I said. If I go over to this, we are seeing this in build-up from goal kicks, which is how we are supposed to be playing. With Martinez kind of moving into midfield like we see from John Stones and Manchester City. However, we aren't still great at being able to play how we want to play, because things like the Onana signing for us this season is massive, because he allows us to play this way, which David De Gea didn't. So last season, while we saw segments and we saw bits of how we want to play instilled into that team, this season it is a big jump to get to playing exactly how he needs to be playing. Has a great chance for Cunha there. And he fires just wide of Onana's right-hand post. Big chance for Wolves. And the best chances are really falling for Wolves. Still 0-0 here, though. So, it's a big jump. And obviously, it's going to take time. As we saw at the start of last season, to the end, we saw a big change in how we were playing at the start of the season to the end. And the quality of performances. And I think this season we're going to see something similar. But I think last season we were... that having David De Gea, that was a ceiling. It was a glass ceiling. We could see where we wanted to get to. We were looking up going, we want to get there. But we hit as far as good as we could get with a goalkeeper like David De Gea. And at times, yes, he did save us, but he limited how good we can be. Onana has smashed that ceiling and put it up here. But obviously, we're still down here. And maybe because we're now trying to adapt, we're probably a little bit further down here. But come the end of the season, we can be up here. If that makes sense. So we're building to get there. But sometimes you've got to get a little bit worse to get a bit better. And I think that's what we could see at the start of this season. Just as we look to evolve the way we play. And that's why I think while I want to see us kind of blow Wolves away, as Assad said, a narrow 1-0 win for United, I'm taking that, absolutely. Because especially early on in the season, when maybe you're not as fit as you want to be, pre-season didn't go maybe as well as you would have liked, it's all about just getting points on the board. It's all about just picking up the wins when they come. As Ain't Nori gets booked for time wasting in the 34th minute. Wow, what a season. What a season, boys. We should try and win more second balls. Yeah. What I would say about our front line, I don't think it's like Rashford isn't a striker for me. Like, he's improving there, but he's not a striker. Here he is. He can't keep hold of the ball and loses it. And he's getting frustrated. But he's not a striker, Marcus Rashford. I don't think he's physical enough. I don't think he's... when the ball's up in the air and you need someone to go win it, I don't think he's good enough. I don't think in a 1v1, I don't think he knows how to use his body very well to hold the ball up. I think Martial is so good at that. He knows, gets his body in front. He's big, he's strong, and he wins fouls all the time. I don't think Rashford knows how to do that. I think Antony, he's bitey. Garnacho, I think he's still maturing. And as such, I think the midfield struggles at times. This forward line is struggling. Especially when we're not having it all our own way. And like we said, Wolves are being physical. And we need our forwards to be just as physical. You know, realistically, that's Craig. You look at Craig Dawson. What's one thing you know he's going to be? He's going to be physical. And we have to respond to that. Here is Luke Shaw. Puts it across. Garnacho. Antony. My God, how? Garnacho just squared it to Wan-Bissaka. If you talk about it just then, he couldn't. A lovely ball into Shaw. It's a poor ball in from Shaw. It's a really poor ball in from Shaw. I don't know who it's like he's going for goal more than anything. I'm not sure if that went in from Antony. I'm not sure it counts. I think Garnacho technically fouls Nunes. But really, I think Shaw should pull it back for Wan-Bissaka. But that being said, do we trust Wan-Bissaka to have a shot there? No, I don't. Look, I don't know how fit Martial is. I really don't. And look, I've got Garnacho in my fantasy team. As Wan-Bissaka has it. Cuts it back. Rashford! Handball! Ref! No way he's not giving a penalty for that. He's saying ball to handle something, isn't he? How is that not a penalty? Bruno Fernandes has it. Shoots from range. Poor shot from Bruno Fernandes there. But Martinez finds Garnacho to Mason Mount, who chips it in. It's a poor cross. And Wan-Bissaka will pick it up. How is that not a penalty? VAR will obviously have checked it or will look at it. No. See, I'm number one in the Anthony Martial fan club. I think Martial is such a good player. If he wasn't injured all the time, he should be our first choice striker for me. It's fucking handball. 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 Look, I said it about Chelsea and Liverpool yesterday. I said Liverpool should have had a penalty. Absolutely, Liverpool should have had a penalty for that handball from Jackson. And equally, that's a penalty. It hits his hand. It's a penalty. I don't care. It's a penalty. No, I really like Martial. I do. I won't lie to you. I'm a big fan of Martial. Like I say, his hold-up plays great. I think he's got football intelligence coming out of his ears. I really like Martial. It's just a shame he's bloody injured all the time. And I think injuries has really hampered him. I think he's lost a yard of pace. I think he's lost a little bit of that composure in front of goal, which is a shame. I still think he's a good player, and I have belief, especially with that composure. That's just something he can regain. As Rashford has it here, finds Wan-Bissaka. Lovely ball looking for Anthony. Well cleared by Wolves. But look, like I say, if I don't know how good Højlund is. I really don't. So I can't say I would start with Højlund because I don't know hardly anything about Højlund. I know he's meant to be a really promising player from Atalanta. The last really promising player we got from Atalanta was Amad, and I love Amad Diallo. So I'm more than happy to have another one of him. But he scored goals for Atalanta. He looked quick. He looked strong. In the brief clips I've seen of him. So if he's anything like what I've seen of him, I'm looking forward to him. I really am. There's Garnacho. Hold on. Garnacho looks to get the cross in, cleared away from Dawson. Rashford. Garnacho! Fired across goal. Out for a goal kick. Amrabat or Onana? I assume you mean the Everton Onana. I assume you're not trying to put our goalkeeper in midfield. Both. Get me both. I really like both of them. But for me, we should have got Amrabat anyway as a backup for Casemiro. We've just sold Fred. I would be looking to sell McTominay as well. But even I would have Amrabat because I think we needed someone in anyway. I would then sign Onana as a Fred replacement. And if we lose McTominay as well, even better. As Anthony has it here, brings it forward for United. Nice bit of trickery. Anthony puts the cross in. Well defended. Cleared away by Wolves. Casemiro. Fighting for it. Anthony has it. Casemiro does well. Wan-Bissaka. Back to Casemiro. To Varane. Sandro. Lovely ball. Looking for Wan-Bissaka. Ain't Nouri gets there before Wan-Bissaka can bring it down. And Jose Sa now has it in his hands. But if we could get Onana and Amrabat. Oh, baby. That's a strong looking squad. And look, you can see Manchester United really building in these last 5 minutes. Touches in Wolves' half. In the first 45 minutes, we had 5. In the last 5 minutes, we've had 7. United really building into this game and growing into it. I'm starting to see a bit more control. You can see here, again, Lisandro Martinez playing, moving into midfield. Like we see from John Stones in that Manchester City team. Casemiro now has dropped into the back line and Wan-Bissaka moved into midfield. And this is where I mean about Diogo Dalot. Surely you want Diogo Dalot in that midfield spot as opposed to Wan-Bissaka. We're lacking composure in the final third. That doesn't surprise me. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not seeing what's happened because my internet looks like it's gone my Xbox again. All I'm seeing is Luke Shaw has gone diving into a challenge after a dodgy pass from Garnacho. What is going on? Please. This is where I go back on to and see Luke Shaw's just been sent off in it. No, but it's a great chance for Wolves by the looks of it. Nice. I mean, it is a good chance. We've got away with one there. We've got away with one. Luke Shaw got booked. We've gotten away with one. Bruno finds Rashford, man! Come on! Rashford has not had a good half. Garnacho picks it up. The Mount. To Marcus Rashford. Go on then. Prove me wrong. Shut me up. 2 minutes of added time. Mason Mount does well. Finds Wan-Bissaka into Anthony who shoots. Wolves just throwing bodies at it. It's a good block. Pius Cunha says, come on then. Get moving. It's a long ball. Luke Shaw. He kind of gets stuck under it. It's out for a throw-in for United. Luke Shaw getting into the book. Not great. It was 2 yellow cards apiece. Luke Shaw and Martinez for United. Lamina and Ain't Nouri for Wolves. And Shaw has it. Moves it out to Alejandro Garnacho. Goes back into Luke Shaw. United just being patient with it. Looks for Mason Mount. Well intercepted by Wolves. Varane with a foul. Like I say, Marcus Rashford isn't a forward. A striker. So in a sense, I feel bad for him. Because he's not a striker. He's not good at holding the ball up. Anthony. Through to Rashford. Rashford shoot! Good deflection. Good, well defended. Again, if you're talking about Rashford should have shot first time there, he can't shoot there. It's not a good pass from Anthony. It's just slightly too far ahead of him. You can see Rashford properly on the stretch to try and knock that into his own path. I don't think Anthony's playing well. Good ball in. Rashford throws himself at it. And it was Varane who threw himself at it. Couldn't make a good connection. Got away from Nunez. Threw himself at it. Has to do better there, Varane. Has to do better there. And that's half time, ladies and gentlemen. It's Manchester United 0. Wolves 0. What do we make of that then? What do we make of that then? I've seen worse performances. Would be the nicest way I'd put that. I haven't been overjoyed. Haven't been overjoyed. But no. What do you guys make of it? What do you guys make of it? Oh, it's so sad. I've just gone on Twitter to see kind of gauge a general reaction from people, and in trending, it's fucking Greenwood. I'm so fed up of seeing all this Greenwood shit. So a lot of people saying they're not impressed by Garnacho. I think Samuel Lucas is actually pretty quite well here. Poor half from United. Mount's only impressive impacts have been without the ball. Antony has played the wrong pass repeatedly. Rashford is still not a striker, and Garnacho has been erratic. Yeah, I agree. Change needs to happen at half time. Like I say, I said I would bring Martial on. I think I would. I think I'll put Rashford there. I'll move Martial there. And I actually think I'll bring Jadon Sancho on there. I mean, that is what I would do for that second half. Based on the fact that I don't know actually how fit Martial is, I would do that. Okay. I would put Sancho through the middle, get Rashford out wide, where he's at his best and most dangerous, and see how we get on with that. Because Sancho played as that false nine in pre-season, and I thought he was very impressive. Plus, what this allows you to do, if you have your 4-3-3 there, is when Jadon Sancho comes inside to pick up the ball, it leaves this space for Mount and Bruno Fernandes to play passes into. Marcus Rashford can just make this run every time. In between, whether that's Semedo and Dawson, or outside and in, it will cause issues. And then come the 60-minute mark, the 65-minute mark, then you can bring on an Anthony Martial, who, at that point, if he's on the bench, he should be at least able to play 25 minutes. Get him on at number 9. And move Sancho out to the right or left, depending on how badly either one of these two have played. Probably you move out to the right for Antony. You get Martial through the middle, and you've got another option there. That's what I would do. Whether Eric Ten Hag is watching. If you are watching, Eric, hello. Do that and we'll win the second half. Chances are he's not watching. So I'll be surprised to see it. I honestly don't think we'll make a change at half time. It's a shame. United was trying to take the charge, but they aren't able to link up properly. Garnacho is better as a super sub. How many more years are we going to give to Anthony Martial? Rashford on the left, Garnacho off because he's been dog. Martial off the bench, 60th minute. So who does that mean comes on? Or would you say wait until the 60th minute mark and then bring Martial on for Garnacho? Or are you saying Sancho on Garnacho? Or Bruno up top, maybe? Who goes up top? Or are we waiting until the 60th minute to make the change? Yeah, wait till the 60th minute, then bring Martial on. Yeah, Rashford's not been great on the up top. He's just not a striker. The bloke can't hold the ball up. Rashford is better off the left. So yeah, get thingy on the left. Get Rashford off the left. Because he can. Then he's 1v1 with people. When Rashford has more than 2 players on his back, he's shit. He loses all composure and loses it. Get Rashford running 1v1 at people. Get him running at defences. He's fine. Ask him to hold the ball up. He's not the one. He's not the one. And that's what I mean. Like when I say, in a way, I feel bad for him because he's just not a striker. Like we can try and put him there all we want. The bloke just isn't a striker. He doesn't have the intelligence for it. Doesn't have anything. Mission Gamer, what an awful channel. Lovely. Nice to meet you, mate. Love to your mother. Maguire target man in the 80th minute. I mean, we've seen it before. We've seen it before, haven't we? I remember, was it... When was it? Was it last year with Ralph Ragnick? I can't bring that comment back. Asad's comment was fine. Asad, your comment was fine. I don't think you read it properly. What was I saying? Yeah, I think it was Ragnick put him up top in a game. It might have been Ten Hag actually. What game would it have been that we needed to win desperately? Was it? Oh, was it Sociedad? I can't believe it. I haven't seen an Onana Burp spin on the halfway line. I think it was Real Sociedad we saw. Harry Maguire went up front as a target man. I'm going to have to check this now. But why not? It might be his last ever game for United. So yeah, why not stick him up top? See how he gets on. Right, I found it. I found the stream. That straight away. You know what? We'll give myself a like. Come on then. Is this the game that we're all thinking of? I tell you what, if this isn't proof of the quality wide broadband speeds I'm getting, I don't know what is. I need to fill my glass up. You know what? While this loads, I'm going to go fill my glass up. So I'll let you have first sneak peek. We all saw that. If it doesn't come back in HD, I don't know what to tell you. There we go. Look at that. Harry Maguire up top. I tell you what. I think that's the formation. I think that's the setup for the rest of this game. Don't you? I mean, we don't have Ronaldo. But what? So, Harry Maguire up top with Martial. Get Rashford on the left, Bruno on the right. A midfield three of Casemiro, McTominay, and Mount. Dallo, Martinez, Shaw with Onana in goal. Who says no? Who's saying no? That is a surefire way to get us not just back into this game or into this game, but to win us this game. There's a penalty shootout going on for a league of their own. Jamie Redknapp scored. Who is this? Who's the guy in the United shirt? I tell you what. I think we all knew this already, but Micah Richards is wham. He is wham, isn't he? Lindelof's coming on. What? So Dimitar Berbatov has said, ugly, boring game in my book. The passing was bad, the decision making was bad, and there were some silly yellow cards for United. Wolves had the better chances to score. I would assume it's for Varane, to be honest. Victor Lindelof coming on. I think that would be for Varane. Look, Varane's a great defender. Don't get me wrong. No, it is for Martinez. Ooh. Wow, I did not expect that. I really don't know why. If anyone knows why we've done this, that'd be great. But yeah, Lindelof is on. Sandro Martinez is off. I assume it's just Martinez has been booked. That's my only thought as to why this could be. No changes for Wolves. Yeah, I can only imagine it's got to be the yellow card. We are away for the second half. Here comes Pedro Neto. Nice 1-2. Onana quick off his line. Maybe a little bit of mix up in communications there by Shaw Onana. United deal with it in the end. So time is all synced up. So if you guys want to watch the game as I see it, sync up your gamer timer with mine. So when you see Wolves get ready to take a corner, I will also see Wolves get ready to take a corner. The ball comes in and headed away from Casemiro. Best way to watch these streams, you know the drill. You guys know the drill. You're all smart people. Kilman looks to head it up forward. Wan-Bissaka interception. Flicked up forward. Wan-Bissaka goes for it. Anthony, nice flick looking for Wan-Bissaka. Can't keep it on. Out for a throw-in for United. What do you guys make of Neymar joining Al Hilal? Another superstar joining the Saudi Arabian League. I mean, it's not great, is it? But how many teams are there in the Saudi League? Because look like, for example, Al Etifaki or whatever the fuck Steven Gerrard and Jordan Henderson's at. Like, you look at that team. They've got Jordan Henderson and you've got Steven Gerrard. But surely the rest of those players are just Saudi Arabian scrubs. So, while the league is surely is so top heavy, if you think about it, like you have Al Nasser, you have Al Hilal, whatever the team Mahrez and that joined. Those three massive. They got big signings. So the team Mahrez has, obviously, like I said, has Mahrez, has Firmino, has Saint Maximan as a front three. Al Hilal has Mendy. I think, did Mendy join them? Mendy, Milinkovic Savic, Koulibaly. What team does Igalo play for? Al Nassr has Brozovic, Ronaldo, Mane. They got so many top players. As Wolves must score. How have they not scored? What a chance for Wolves. Wow. Matthias Cunha misses a sitter for Wolves. It's from back to front so quickly from Wolves. Matthias Cunha just surging forward with it here. Luke Shaw doesn't really know where Pedro Neto is. And it's an overlap from Pablo Sarabia. It's a flick on. From Pedro Neto that finds the ball to Cunha at the back stick. He hits the post. He has to score there. On the counter-attack, they're getting us so often, yeah. But the thing is, we don't have a replacement for Casemiro. Antony fouled by Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri on a booking, remember? If Antony can win fouls like that all day against Aït-Nouri, eventually the referee will have to get his second yellow card out. As who took that? If that was Bruno Fernandes or Mason Mount, I'm disappointed. Such a poor free kick straight into the arms of Jose Sarr. But as I said, was saying, there's a lot of good players in that league, but they all play for the same three clubs, more or less. Al Etifaki is beating Al Nassr. Ronaldo's not playing, to be fair. But they've got Moussa Dembele, Etifaki. Garnacho on the edge. Takes a shot, shoots into a wall of Wolves players. Bruno. Garnacho. Edge of the box here for United. Bruno. Looks to put the ball into the box. Well defended. Varane picks it up. Al Hilal. Is that the team Mendy actually plays for? No. That's the team Malcolm and Ruben Neves plays for. And it's Al Saudi that has... Oh, that's where Edouard Mendy is. With Firmino, St. Maximin, Mahrez, Riyad Boudabou's, Kessie. A lot of good players there. But then you look at Al Fateh and Al Tuwan. You've got Jason Denayer. All the others are just nobodies. That's what I mean. Surely it's just a top-heavy league. Wan-Bissaka. Varane finds Casemiro. Lovely ball over the top to Antony. Flicks it over the goalkeeper. Craig Dawson clears it off the line. Oh, I don't know if it's more competitive. It's probably a better standard. Well, saying it's more competitive it's hard, because competitive doesn't mean better, does it? So I would agree the Saudi league is probably better than the MLS. I don't know. Certainly the highs of the Saudi league is much higher than the highs of the MLS. But I don't know where the lows compare, if that makes sense. I don't know if the worst team in the Saudi league and the worst players in the Saudi league, if they're worse than the worst players in the MLS. But I would argue, from what I've been looking at, the difference between the best team in the MLS and the worst team in the MLS, that is closer than the difference between the best team in the Saudi league, which probably is Al Nassr, and the worst team in the Saudi league. So in that sense, MLS is more competitive. But if you're looking for entertainment and a lot of good players, the better league is obviously the Saudi Pro League. Like, I watched a bit of the MLS and I laughed at how bad some of that football was. Just to keep up with the football, with long ball into the box, it was I think Antony was the one that tried to kind of turn it back into the box, and it just deflected off a Wolves play into Jose Sarr's hands. Not much really going on. Bruno Fernandes fighting for it. Tyus Nunes fouled him, no? Messi's on a holiday there, screwing from. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. Like, there are professionals. Onana with a good save against Nunes. You would have liked him to have held it, but he dealt with it. He's behind it for a corner for Wolves. And look, I mean, I don't like. We were speaking about this, and it was either the game yesterday, Chelsea-Liverpool, or Man City-Burnley. I don't like when all these superstars are going to these done leagues, these rubbish leagues, especially when they've still got stuff to offer in the top European leagues. However, someone like I don't like it. I'm never going to praise it. But when you're Messi and you've won everything there is to win, he's completed football. If you want to go dot around in America, earn massive money, where your kids are going to love their life, and just take the piss for a bit, I get that. I don't like it, but I get that. But I look at Neymar, for example. He doesn't have loyalties. Like, it's not like Messi, where he was like, oh, I wanted to go to Barcelona, but if I couldn't go to Barca, I didn't want to play in Europe. I don't like that, but I like the sense of loyalty there. Although I don't really agree with it. But Neymar doesn't have that, so there's no reason. He hasn't completed football. He still believes he should be still trying to win a Ballon d'Or, for me, Neymar. So, why is he going to the Saudi Arabian League? You haven't completed football. You've still got a lot to do in football. A lot of people still doubt you. No one doubts Messi. No one doubts Ronaldo and the careers they've had. There's still question marks over Neymar. I personally don't have one over him, but plenty of people do. Surely if you're Neymar, you want to go somewhere, try and win that Ballon d'Or. Try and win more league titles. Try and win another Champions League. The reason you went to PSG, to get out of Messi's shadow and win a Champions League, you didn't do that. Surely you go somewhere else and win it. Instead of going to the Saudi League, where no matter what you do, as we've seen with Ronaldo, Ronaldo has won stuff in the Saudi League, but no one cares. The same way when Messi will win something in the MLS, no one will care. Greg Dawson and Anthony just wrestling there. Dawson all over Anthony. Anthony kind of just stood there saying, I ain't fighting you. Luke Shaw now got Dawson. Ball comes in short. It's bouncing around. Dawson cleared away from United. Anthony, not the greatest of clearances, but Bruno Fernandes, first time looking for Garnacho. Semedo has it though. Yeah. I get that. And look, I mean, who am I to say what these pro players can and can't do? Go make that bag. I'm just not a fan of it. Good play from Rashford. Looks for Anthony. Couldn't find him. Garnacho on the edge. Garnacho still shot. Wayward. Wide over the lot. I don't know why he cuts back in. Well, he cuts back out, sorry. He gets the ball on the edge. I'm just thinking, whip it. Whip it to that back stick. He picks the ball up here, and I'm thinking, just whip it to that back stick. But he cuts in on his weaker left foot and just lashes it wide. Lashes it over. Really poor from me, that Garnacho. Dawson looks to play down the line. Lindelof all over Pedro Neto here. Can Neto turn? He does. and gets away from Victor Lindelof really well here. Here is Pedro Neto for Wolves. Slots in Pablo Sarabia. Ball comes into the box as a poor cross and Onana has it in his arms. Onana will just roll it out to Casemiro. Moves it to Mount. Down the line to Alejandro Garnacho. Just under 60 minutes played here at Old Trafford. Garnacho moves it into Bruno Fernandes. He takes a touch. Looked like he was about to shoot, but goes to Wan-Bissaka. Now to Antony. It's a poor pass. Poor pass. Oh, he took a deflection by the looks of it. I let him off. I'll let him off. Come on then. He's taking it quickly. Antony goes for goal. Just wide of that back post. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. But the thing is, I mean, I don't know how close it was to Casemiro. Could Casemiro turn it goalwards? Hwang Hee Chan, sorry, looks like he's going to come on for Wolves. Wolves looking to try and play it from the back. Kilman, he's recently signed a new 5-year contract at Wolves. He's a player I very much like, Kilman. I think he's a good young centre-half. I'm surprised he committed his future for that long. Bruno looks to put the cross in. Easily collected by Jose Sarr. We've got to be looking at changes now for United. O'Neill masterclass. Again, what changes would people make? I think you've got to change that front line. The clear foul by Antony. You've got to get Martial and Sancho on. Well, looks we're going to see changes. And it is Hwang Hee Chan. He'll come on for Sarabia. I'll put Chan on the wing for now. But quite easily he could be through the centre and Cunha could move wide. I don't know. We don't know for certain where he'll play. Lamina does well. We'll bring it forward here. Moves it out wide to Ain't Nori. Looks to slide through Chan. Up against Wan-Bissaka. A foul by Wan-Bissaka. I don't want to... Jack, I don't want to hear that. I really don't, lad. Please don't put that thought into my head. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. And please do share the stream as well. Get that ticket moving up. Get the like counter moving up. Is that a goal kick? It is a goal kick, thank God. Breathe. It's not... I don't know what to say. So Lindelof is now playing that role that Alessandro Martinez did in build-up where he moves into midfield. As Wan-Bissaka has it, goes down the line to Anthony, to Casemiro. First time looking for Bruno Fernandes. Mario Lemina with a good interception and gets it back to Kilman. Mason Mount fighting Aït-Nouri for it. They deal with it. Rashford win the ball from Sai. Can't. Sai did all right. And Dawson wins the throw-in from Garnacho. I don't like this. I don't like this. Mount and Bruno, they're having a little pushing match. The Bruno for Wolves, I should say. It's not Bruno Fernandes and Mount, just having a little fight. Sorry, is Ten Hag wearing shorts? Oh, hold on. I am seeing that right. Erik Ten Hag is not wearing shorts on the touchline. Surely not. Go on, someone run at Luke Shaw. Let me see this again. Here they come, Pedro Neto. Come on, we need some changes, Eric. Are you wearing shorts and are you bringing changes? Because these are questions we need answering right now. Tillman into Aït-Nouri. Hello, Tyler. How are we, mate? Oh, go away. Go away, Aït-Nouri. He's surging forward here for Wolves. Good defending from Victor Lindelof. What I would say, something we didn't kind of mention when Lindelof came on, Harry Maguire. Wang! Fires wide. Good to hear it, mate. Do you have a prediction for how this game is going to end? But yeah, Harry Maguire. Obviously, there's reports that he's going to West Ham. Is Harry Maguire's future at United done? Well, time at United done. He's not third choice. You could argue he's fourth choice after... What's his name? After Luke Shaw at centre back, even. Bruno, that's a poor ball in. Do you mean he's been subbed off? Yes, he has been. Jack, obviously your game is slightly ahead of mine. If you, for stuff like that, if you can like not say it before it's happened, that'd be great. No, obviously I didn't say it before, so I'll let you off. But especially for stuff like goals and stuff, if you could wait until after we've seen it before you mention it, that'd be great. No hate, whatever. Just obviously, I would like to see it, and I would like to know first. First, I would like to know about it when I see it. Again, no beef or whatever, but yeah. So Jadon Sancho is on for Alejandro Garnacho, and Mason Mount is off for Eriksen. I think the idea behind that is just to kind of calm it down a little bit. I think Eriksen in possession on the ball is just calmer. He's just a bit more experienced. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I do not play Fortnite, Tyler. I do not. I hate Fortnite. When it first came out, I hated it. And my opinion has not changed. If anything, I dislike it more now. Because I didn't like it before building was a big thing. Now when building became massive and really important, no. Absolutely not. My nephew, like he made me play it with him like here and there. My God, he was just building for days, and I was there like, sorry, what's going on? Like, he's like half my age. Like he's like 12, and he's just like building these fortresses in like the space of 3 seconds, and I'm there like, give me a second. I'm just getting my gun out. I was awful at it. So no. Here comes Wolves. Go away, Pedro Neto. Go away. Ball comes into the box. Varane and Lindelof both go for it. Nana catches it. Is that for a corner already? That's the game. You can get money. No. You can't. I will not be going back to 4. I don't have it installed on my Xbox. I don't plan to install it on my Xbox or my PC or my laptop, I should say, not PC. It's never going to happen. I'm never going to play Fortnite. You'd have to pay me a lot of money to go on that game. Ball comes in. Casemiro heads clear. Sancho to Anthony. Looks for Jadon Sancho. Go on, Marcus. Make the run. Good ball from Jadon Sancho to Rashford. Eriksen's made a good run. If we can find him. No, we can't. There's a game that you can get money from just points. Oh. I don't know. I don't know what game that is. Sancho to Anthony. Turning. Just shoot, man. Edge of the box. Just shoot. There's no... That pass is never going to happen. And here comes Matthias Cunha. He's got Juan He-Chan to his left. He finds him. Who cuts it back? Luke Shaw. Good tackle. Pedro Neto straight out of Nana. Is that the Sun Dream Team? Like the fantasy football thing? I do the official fantasy football one. There's actually... Is the league... No, the league doesn't reset. We did have a league last year. Yeah, we did have an official FPL league last year. This year we don't. I thought it would just automatically carry over. Turns out it has not. But no, I don't do the Sun one. I don't like the Sun. I'm not a Scouser. So I don't have the same hatred as those as Liverpool fans do, and rightly so. But I do not like the Sun. So I try not to use them. You got 40 points. I've got about 50 in the official one. 58. I've got another 7 to come. Here comes Jadon Sancho on this left-hand side. Go on, Jadon. Do something for me. Christian Eriksen. Oh, it's Casemiro, who turns well. Can we get the ball into the box? No. But Sun Dream is much... Is it? Wow. Getting the official... Well, but surely it's not harder. Because it's all relative, isn't it? Because it's only harder... Well, let's say you make less points. But that doesn't mean it's harder. Because you're against other people with the same point scoring system. I don't know how the scoring works. We have a corner for United. XDC. At least we're not losing 7-0. So, based on your prediction, we're doing bloody well. Bruno Fernandes brings it down to Jadon Sancho. Ball comes in. Well defended. Jadon Sancho. Cleared away. Casemiro. And Varane win it back. Ball cleared down the line. United just can't get hold of it. Come on. 15 minutes. Can we score? Can we get the opener? I don't think 3-0's happening. Anthony. We need more changes. Pronto. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely ball to Wan-Bissaka. Put it across Varane! Raphael Varane! Come on! That's what we like to see. Oh, what a time. That's some time in that. Manchester United have the lead. It's Raphael Varane. Who would have thought Wan-Bissaka with the assist? My God. You bloody did jinx it. It's Raphael Varane and it's 1-0 Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes, that ball to Wan-Bissaka is delightful. And he just puts it across and Raphael Varane with a header. 1-0 United. Cool, calm and collected now. There we go. There we go. Raphael Varane. That's what we like to see. It's a great assist by Wan-Bissaka. It's a great run. And the header is a great one as well. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Raphael Varane with the goal. And here comes Pellistri for United. He's on for Anthony. And that will be the last of our subs. So we will not be seeing Anthony Martial today. But Feliciano Pellistri is on for Anthony. We got more changes for Wolves. The Silva's on. I don't know if I have a picture for Silva. I don't. And Bueno's on at left back. I don't know who these subs are for. I think Cunha's off. Yeah. I don't have a picture for it. Well, I'll just have to leave Cunha on there. Hold on. This will be quick. And like I say, so Pellistri came on for Anthony. Hopefully that's a little bit more directness we'll see from what's his name? From Pellistri. Impressed last season when he was given an opportunity in the Cups. Weren't really given any Premier League minutes to show how good he can be. Today he's going to get his chance in the last 10 minutes of this game. There we go. Do you are you not seeing the shirt? You think the whole stream is set up in Manchester United colours? You think I'm supporting Wolves or somebody else? Come on, Bruno. Can you start it through Rashford? He does. Rashford. Go on. Get the shot away. Shoot, man. What are you doing? He goes through. It just doesn't shoot. What is he doing? Why is he not shot? He's offside, which I'm not sure he even is. So I was watching the offside, and it didn't look offside. I mean, that angle is rubbish. Why are they showing us that angle? As if that proves anything. You have Wan-Bissaka, Varane in fantasy in your dream team. Go on then. Come on, last 10 minutes. If we concede in the last 10 minutes, I'm going to cry. Go away. Go away. Thank God. Frankie Chan fires wide. I can't take this, man. I can't take this. I can't do this. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. Onana with a goal kick. He just says, get up here. We don't want it back here. You have Varane. I mean, fair enough. I have Luke Shaw. Varane. Lindelof goes back to Onana. Just a Wan-Bissaka will do. No, we go long. This is David De Gea football. Tomato wins it. Rashford doesn't even attempt. Eriksen loses it, but Sancho has it now after a good tackle from Luke Shaw. Gomez does well. Good play here from Jadon Sancho. Go on, Jadon. Finds Marcus Rashford. Rashford shoots, blocked. Craig Dawson clears it down the line. Nunes takes it down. Shaw sees it into touch. Rashford holding it. Held his fire a little bit there. Please be alright. I wish I had Wan-Bissaka now. Or, well, I wish I had Varane, but... Tomato goes down the line. Luke Shaw wins it. Bruno Fernandes flicks it looking for Rashford. Dawson just goes back into Jose Sarr. And I tell you what, that nervy 1-0 is looking pretty spot on. From Assad, a narrow 1-0 win to United. It's on. It's on. Onana carrying the boats today alone. We've lost our piano carrier. That's the thing. We've lost our piano carrier in Fred. That's why I'm surprised Fred left. Because a lot of people... I mean, if you watch my player ranking video from last season, you would know this. But Fred was like our third most used outfield player last season. Because if he didn't start, he'd come on and help us see a game out. Luke Shaw, that is an incredible block. And Onana with a good save. But he was our piano carrier. When we needed someone just to run around, in a sense, just make tackles, and in a sense, while he's going to create a few himself, but put out fires, essentially, in that midfield, that was Fred. And we could do with a Fred right now. But we've got Varane, we've got Eriksen, who's been alright, but he's not really done much since coming on. He's not been bad, but he's not great. Not been great since he came. But if we can get a second goal here, we go to fourth. Mason Mount ain't a piano carrier. Mason Mount is many things. He's not a piano carrier. Nunes finds Dawson. Dawson's just staying in the penalty area now. How is that not a foul on Casemiro, by the way? Fabio Silva, good save by Andre Onana. And Pellistri clears. How is that not a foul? How is that not a foul? Rashford wins the header against Kilman. And here comes Marcus Rashford on this right-hand side. He's all alone. And gets the ball stuck between his feet. And Wolves get away with one. Fred better than McTominay. He should have been sold instead of Fred. I agree. I mean, both should be sold. Bruno. Edge of the box. Puts it into the box. Palestri can't get a touch. Both need selling. Get, like we said earlier, both sell both. Get Amrabat and Onana in. I think we've improved both. I tell you what, Jadon Sanchez come on. I think he's been very good. Oh yeah, no, Mason Mount's a good player. Basically, what a piano carrier is, and it's in Fred's words. They're not a great player. Like, technically, they're not great. But they will do the dogged work. They will carry the piano for the artists to play. Like, Mason Mount is a piano player. You give him the ball, he will create stuff. He will. Same with Bruno Fernandes. Same with Christian Eriksen in a sense. Fred, he's there to put the piano on the stage for these players to play. Andre Onana, quick off his line to claim that ball right as it drops from the sky. That, massive. De Gea wouldn't do that, and that's the difference. Because that is in his hands. That's 20 seconds. We can relax. We can just hold on. Although, actually, thinking about it, we don't want piano players, Manchester United, because the last time we had a piano player, we saw how well it went with Alexis Sanchez. We saw that. We all know the announcement video. We don't need a piano. Burn the pianos. But Scott McTominay looked like he's coming on, which I don't know. I don't think he's able to, is he? Unless half time doesn't count as a occasion for subs, which I thought it did. Because you're allowed to make 5 subs, but only at 3 different occasions. So does half time count? Not count then? I thought it did. Here comes McTominay. Is that for Rashford? For Rashford? What? What? Lionel Messi is the undisputed GOAT. Where is McTominay playing? Is he going up top? And Wolves have made a change as well. I think what we're going to see Sancho up top. Bruno on the left. Eriksen at 10. And McTominay in there. Good set, good, well held there by Andre Onana. Ball came in from the free kick. Well held. I think that's what we'll see. Yeah. I think McTominay could actually be playing number 10. That's not something I want to think about, though. We'll change it to that. Eriksen to Sancho. Wan-Bissaka's done well. Here's Palestri. Casemiro delivers into the box. McTominay looks to the flick. Dawson heads clear. This guy is a striker, isn't he? Balls. The guy that I've just put in DM. I'm pretty sure he is. I think they've gone 4-4-2. I'm certain he is. Yeah, he is. There we go. Am I live tomorrow? Hold on. Go away, Wolves. Go away, chance. Ball comes across. Silva. Go away. Good block by Luke Shaw. Rashford's your third go. I'm slightly judging you. Slightly. Messi, Ronaldo, then probably Pele. But I don't think so. I don't know what's going on tomorrow. Is there anything? Is there any interesting matches tomorrow? If not, I don't think I will be. Unless there's big news. Big news, then I'll be. But big news or big game, I will. But aside from that, no. There is 7 minutes of added time here, by the way. Ball comes into the box. Andre Onana. Well off his line, claims it. There's League 1 and 2 games. There's some Champions League qualifiers. Don't expect me to be live. There's the Women's World Cup, which I'm not going to do. I might do England's World Cup. If England gets the Women's World Cup final, I might do a watch on for it. But I'm not doing the other semi-final or quarter-final, whatever it is. Whatever round we're in. And that's no offence to the women's game. I'm just not that massively interested in it. What is it? It is semi-finals. I'm not doing Spain, Sweden. I'll do England. I might do England, Australia. I might do the Matildas. England versus the Matildas. Lionesses versus the Matildas. You're getting mauled by the Lionesses. What game is your favourite game? Do you mean video games or like what match this weekend or what? If we're talking video games, I'm massive. I'm Football Manager. I am a massive Football Manager fan. Casemiro, what a ball! Looking at Valencio Palestri. Palestri can't quite get hold of it, and Jose Sa has it. Yeah. So we're talking video game. Honestly, I'm good at Football Manager. I am quite the tactician. Nobody does a double inverted fullback like I do. Here comes Wolves. Chang! Side netting. I think Onana had it covered, but I think it was a good block by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wolves are taking it quickly. Pedro Neto. The Chang. Looks for the edge of the box for Kilman. Lamina. Good block by Scott McTominay. There's a pitch invader. Knobhead. Absolute knobhead. I'm watching the women's England matches with my family. Yeah, I can't say. If I'm being completely honest, I can't say I've watched any of them really. But Wednesday. What time is it? Oh, no, I don't think. I don't think I can actually. For the Australia England game, I'm actually out. So no, I'll do that. I'll definitely do the final. If England are in the final, I'll do it. But I wish I could. I wish I could do the the semi-final, but I can't. I'm busy. Do I play Rocket League? I'm awful at Rocket League. It's all right. I'm not. I'm so bad at it. I like it pisses me off quite easily. But I play with my brother and my mate George. Both of them are very good at the game. And I feel like I just piss them off. Because they can fly, they're really good, and I'm just there, just getting in the way. I can't fly. I miss the ball so much. Honestly, I'm so bad, and they're so good. It's like having, like you getting a prime Barcelona. Onana's come flapping out, completely missed the ball. Someone's down. After Onana went for the ball. I mean, they want a penalty. Wolves want a penalty from because of Onana. Better not. He better not. Not the way you make your debut. Comes out. He gets nowhere near the ball, Onana. I don't think that will be a penalty. I don't. They're checking. They're fucking VAR checking it for a penalty. I don't think that can be a penalty. We see far worse than this all the time. If that's a penalty, game's gone. They're checking the monitor. Fucking checking the monitor. He's going to give a penalty. He's going to give a penalty. He's going to give a penalty, isn't he? Gary O'Neill's been booked. He's not giving a penalty. Thank God. Like I said, I don't think that's a penalty. I don't. You see worse than that throughout all game. I was shitting myself there. I can't lie, but I don't think that was a penalty. Luke Shaw heads clear. Ericsson can't pick it up. Sancho finds Ericsson here though. Oh, that's a poor pass for Pellistri. And ref, you've got to blow. You've got to blow up. Wan-Bissaka, just win the ball. Just take the ball. There's one time you can't get beaten, it's now. We force him back to Mario Lemina. Crossfield ball. Pedro Neto up against Bruno Fernandes. Jadon Sancho's got back. Neto delivers. Luke Shaw clears. Lemina. Chan delivers. Onana! Very, very good from Andre Onana. That is why you pay the money for Andre Onana. Comes diving out at the feet. Claims the ball. Solving a potential issue. He's put out a big fire there for his defence. Brilliant play from Andre Onana. And I can confirm Erik ten Hag is not wearing shorts. He's just got cream trousers on. I think Rafael Varane's going to get man of the match from Sky. McTominay wins the first header. Pellistri picks it up. Gone, Pellistri. Good tackle from Bueno. Ref, you've got to blow. You've got to blow up. We're not looking to play for 100 minutes. Come on. Ref, blow the whistle. 7 minutes of added time. We're in the 99th. Come on, ref. Is that full? That's full time. Manchester United win our first game of the season by 1-0. Wolves have been defeated. We didn't make that easy, did we? We didn't make that easy. But a clean sheet, we take that. Assad, you were spot on. A narrow 1-0 win. We didn't make it look easy, but we got it done. Clean sheet as well. Never a penalty. Never. You see that all the time. Right. You changed that ball into the box, that floated ball into the box, for a ball that goes across the ground, and a goalkeeper comes flying out, takes out the forward. It's not a penalty. Nobody's even appealing for a penalty. So because it's in the air, doesn't make it a difference. If a goalkeeper goes for the ball and completely misses it and smashes a play, it's either a penalty or not. They're not given when it's on the ground, so it shouldn't be given when it's in the air. Although I did when it went to VAR, I will shit myself. But there's been a lot worse calls that weren't given. AKA the Nicholas Jackson handball yesterday. How Liverpool didn't get a penalty for that, I don't know. But a win for Manchester United puts us joint top. I'm taking that. As it goes, I'll take that. A win's a win at the end of the day. We've got the exact same goal difference as Arsenal. As Palace, as Fulham. I'm happy to sit in amongst those giant clubs. As one game, one win. That's all that matters. I'll take. Onana is lucky. I'll put it this way. If that's Jose Sarr doing that to Varane, I'm calling for a penalty every day, baby. I'm calling for a penalty every day. And that's how I'll leave that. But look, right. So thank you all for tuning in for the opening watch along of Manchester United season. We have beaten Wolves by 1-0 because we are absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I'd like to, again, thank you all for tuning in. It has been a good barrel of fun. It has been very enjoyable, so thank you all for that. Every one of you that like, subscribe, the lot of you, you've been an absolute treat. We will be going over to the match reaction. The link to that should be in the description down below. We'll be live over there in about 5 minutes where we'll do play ratings. So please do tune in for that. If you have enjoyed, like I said, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you all over in the match reaction in about 5 minutes. In a bit. Peace.